Guardian, a fan favorite champ from 2020. It's just such a shame this guy needs to be SIG 200 to be usable, right? Right? Alright, what is going on, my dudes? Welcome back to another installment of Are They Worth Ranking Blank? So we've done King Groot, we've done Void. I'm not sure if I'm uploading this one before or after Void, but I made that one. And now we're doing Guardian. Now, is Guardian worth ranking unduped? We're not even going to look at SIG 20 today. So before we even jump in, let's take a look at this guy's SIG ability and how it scales. So first things first, when we're looking at the tech class as a whole, there aren't too many champions that I would be running to put SIG stones into, okay? Just up top, like there are definitely champions who benefit, like Darkhawk, but I wouldn't recommend you put SIGs into Darkhawk. Ghost is the standout, as is Guardian. The rest of the champs up here, I wouldn't toss SIGs into. Wouldn't toss SIGs into any of these champions either. Nimrod, you know, there's an argument for him. Wouldn't throw SIGs into these guys, not into these guys. Vision, if you like Vision, wouldn't put SIGs in Ultron. Star-Lord and Starkey benefit, but I wouldn't put 6-star SIGs in them. Silver Centurion benefits, but I also wouldn't put 6-star SIGs in him. And yeah, these guys don't need them down here. So really, it's looking like the two clear options for SIG stones, right, for the tech class, is Ghost and Guardian. Ghost, most of all, in my opinion, just overall, Ghost is the better champion, I think, at least. But let's take a look at Guardian's SIG ability. We'll go to rank 3, okay? As you can see, it scales very highly, okay? So it's not the type of SIG ability that goes like this and then kind of caps off. This is like every SIG stone counts. Now, what his SIG ability does, it's really freaking good. But what it does is it makes him kind of more tanky in very different situations. So while Guardian has an armor up effect, gain the following effects: higher block proficiency, massive energy resistance, bleed resistance, critical damage resistance. Okay, so critical damage resistance, that's, you know, more of a defensive ability. I mean, if you get hit, cool, but don't get hit. But bleed resistance, that makes him super duper suicide friendly for the most part. Makes him better with suicides, we'll say that. Energy resistance is huge. That is a unbelievable amount of energy resistance. It pretty much like makes Magic's limbo non-existent, stuff like that, right? Block proficiency, plus 2600 block proficiency. That's really great. And his base block proficiency on its own is 64%, which is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. When you add in plus 2500 block proficiency, that becomes really amazing, okay? So obviously, this guy has a really solid SIG ability and benefits quite highly from all those SIG stones. But there's not much here in this SIG ability that's saying to me, I can't play Guardian unawakened. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be exploring Guardian. We're going to be looking at the utility that he has unduped and seeing if he could potentially be worth a rank up for you unduped if you're a big fan of the character, okay? So maybe even have him at SIG 20 or SIG 40 and you're like, I can't put 6 in him right now. This is unduped. So if you like what you see from Guardian on offense unduped, you're gonna like him even more at SIG 20 and SIG 40, okay? So without further ado, let's start jumping into some Guardian gameplay. First things first, this guy has an absolutely incredible solo synergy that he gives to the rest of your team. At 6-star, plus 1250 block proficiency, as a 5-star, plus 1000. This is such an amazing synergy for so many champions. Call Obsidian, Nebula, other champions who have lower block proficiency, right, who are going to be blocking a bunch. Starkey, so good for so many champions. This synergy is also really good for a lot of stuff. It gives you the first 3 blocks that you have, perfect blocks for every champion on your team. Okay, this is a fun synergy, you know, for Guardian. We'll toss it on the team for right now. This is also a fun one for Guardian. Just helps him ramp up to slightly faster at the end of the fight. Totally not necessary at all. Great synergy from Mole Man though. Then over here, just some basic synergies. He also has some decent synergies as well that also benefit him with some other really great support champions as well. It's actually going to be with White Magneto and War Machine. So check it out over here, okay? Gain force field charges 3.5 seconds faster. That is really, 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 really good for Guardian, okay? And also you get the benefit of the Atonement here, plus 8% attack rating and plus 10% ability accuracy. And then with War Machine over here, plus 25% armor up duration, potency, and ability accuracy. So that's actually not going to do much for us except make the armor a little bit better, right? So the best synergy here out of all of these, no doubt, is this one right here. Gain force field charges 3.5 seconds faster. So let's go in here with this team of 5 really amazing champions, by the way. And it's really funny because 3 of them are like such good support champions too, you know? So the way that Guardian works, you might not know how he works, but essentially, depending on the fight that you have, you're going to play him in a different way. He has a lot of utility baked into his kit that I feel like a lot of people are forgetting about that he absolutely does not need to be duped for. For example, on the 4th light attack, a light ending combo, you consume 2 force field charges, inflicting a power drain, removing 20% of the opponent's current power. So if they're at 3 bars of power, you say, oh crap, I pushed them to 3 bars. Do a light ending combo and they're no longer at 3 bars. Heavy attack. The first hit consumes 1 force field, gain an armor up buff, increasing armor rating by 2150. That's great. If let's say you're fighting a Havoc and your armor gets broken somehow, you need an armor up buff right away. Boom, there you go. There's your armor up back with just 1 heavy attack, okay? The special 1 puts a taunt debuff on the opponent, which is really great. 70% chance for them to throw a special attack. The special 2 cannot be evaded by mutant champions. So for example, like Nightcrawler, right? That's really, really great for that. And also the special 2 is where you get like all your damage from, and the special 3 is how you build it up in longer fights. But in any ordinary fight, you're going to do a special 1, either 1 of them or 2 of them, depending on the health pool size, and then go for a special 2, and it's pretty much going to be adios. If you go into like Labyrinth, for example, you can do a couple special 3s into a special 2, and it's going to be an enormously massive amount of damage. But first things first, we're going to go up against Winter Soldier here. We're going to do like 2 special 1s into a special 2 and just see the damage that we get from a rank 3 unduped Guardian, okay? So we have the Mole Man synergy that's going to give us 2 force field charges right away. Now keep in mind, these shocks ain't doing too bad here. Okay, another thing is that when you parry projectile special attacks, you're going to gain power, a significant amount of power. I'll show you right after I eat that hit to the face, okay? Watch. Boom, boom. See that? I actually had to dex the last part because I didn't want to gain too much power. But if he throws the special, I'll show you. He's not going to, of course, because that'd be too easy. Guys, the Winter Soldier AI is just literally so bad. Okay, so we're going to go for 1 more special 1 because some of our force field charges went away. See, that power gain is nice. Okay. Now we're going to go for a nice special 2 with 9 charges. And Winter Soldier is down to 17% health. Okay? So if Winter Soldier played along a little bit better, right? There was a time when we had 12 of our force field charges up. That definitely would have been a lot better. No doubt about it. Let's perfect block that. Go for another special 2 with 2 charges up, and that should just about do it. So yeah, when we had 12 charges, we probably could have potentially gotten him down to like 5% or less health. But as you can see, damage-wise, man, he's no slouch, like whatsoever unduped. He does not need to be duped to have his damage. He doesn't need to be duped to have his utility that's baked into his kit. What he does get is the bleed resistance, and what he does get is the energy resistance that allows him to take other nodes, right? And that's really great. You know, the energy resistance works for, like, for example, Iceman's cold snap and stuff like that. So unduped, you don't have that ability, but you do have all the damage in the world. In fact, we're about to jump over to Labyrinth of Legends now. We're going to check out how he does against Old Man Logan. So give me just a second to get through, you know, Red Hulk. All right, so in the previous fight, I showed you the special 1, special 2 rotation, right? And what that did was that was building up temporary of our alpha force, whatever they're called, charges to explode with the special 2. What we're going to do here against Old Man Logan is we're going to go for a couple special 3s and gain some permanent charges, 6 charges per special 3, and then explode them all with the special 2. That's the plan. And we're going to see how it works. Okay? So, Keep in mind that this is a playstyle that's really not necessary with Guardian, like more often than not. Another cool thing that Guardian does, by the way, is whenever he would crit, there is like that nice passive shock damage. So if you notice like a little red number that comes up, it says like 4K, something like that about, every time he would crit, that's what that does. So he's really good for, you know, champions that you don't want to crit. Like, for example, Kitty Pryde is really good for Kitty Pryde, right? Paid out a special 2 here from Old Man Logan. Come on, man. Dude, the AI. Come on. Dude. Killing me here. Dude, come on, man. Annoying. Very annoying. So, we're going to go for the special 3 now. We're going to go for a couple special 3s. Cool special 3 animation, all right? And then we're going to go for a nice, enormous special 2 and just see how much damage we can do unduped with Guardian, okay? The special 3 also places a nice shock on the opponent, which is nice to have. Again, here we are again, baiting out this special 2 from this guy. Going for the special 3. Now, you'll notice that the force field charges, they fall off over time, right? Those are the natural ones that come and the special ones that you put on. The special 3, they put 6 permanent charges, okay? And each one is going to increase your special 2 attack damage by quite a bit. There we go. There's one. So it's a lot easier, for example, like on like Winter Soldier's like special 1, right? Where the bullets are coming to you and you know exactly when you have to parry the bullets. Parry the projectiles. And the best thing about it is that you get the perfect block, which I love. So if you parry the special attack, you take 0 damage, which is really, really nice. So I really like it for like those projectile special attacks that are harder to evade. What we're going to do is we're going to wait out one more force field. And now we're going to go for a big special 2. Let's see how much damage we do here. Not bad. Not bad at all. So obviously, didn't kill him. I think if we went for 2 more special 3s or even just 1 more special 3, it probably would have nuked him down to nothing. Right? This should just about finish him off. So let's just finish him off here. Yeah. So the special 2 is very strong. Essentially, the way it works is like this. The first hit consumes all force field charges, increasing attack rating by 3,706 for each force field charge for the duration of the special attack. If Guardian has 3+ force field charges, consume the armor up buff, inflicting a shock debuff, dealing 7, 4, 12 energy damage over 3 seconds. Okay, so every force field charge is plus 3,706 attack rating, which is a lot, Keep in mind, Old Man Logan has like 1.5 million health. So when he went from 75% down to 25% after I think 3 special 3s, that did about 750,000 health, about, you know, so that's not bad. You know, if you're doing like, for example, let's say like Gauntlet or Summer of Pain, it's looking like 2 or 3 special 3s into a special 2 and the fight's going to be over. And if there are projectile special attacks, you know, you can ramp up your power gain that much faster. So he definitely has his usage as a power, you know, a power guy, a damage guy for that kind of stuff, you know? So yeah, man, let's jump into some more content and see where else he could be useful unduped for you. So another really cool thing is that he benefits quite highly from the War Machine pre-fights too, especially if you are unduped. So we are going to take a look at something here. We're only bringing along War Machine because we want to get rid of those Suicide Masters, okay? Especially against Warlock for this fight. So what we're going to do here is we're going to toss these guys on. Tech attackers in the fight gain 2 cleanse charges. And here's another thing, look at this. Tech attackers in the fight gain energy resistance equal to their armor rating. So he has very high armor rating, Guardian does. So even if you are unduped, you can take some of those matchups with this pre-fight, which is really, really nice, you know? So let's go ahead and toss that one on, because why not? Okay, now I feel like we've done this fight so often on this channel in the past few weeks, but basically this has Energize 1 and Special Bias. This defender is more likely to activate Special 3 first, and then Special Attack 2, and then Special Attack 1. So this is essentially all or nothing. So what we're going to be testing out here is that Light Attack, consume 2 force field charges, inflicting a power drain and removing 20% of the opponent's current power. Okay, so we're going to see how useful that actually is. So we don't have any synergies with us at all here whatsoever, okay? So We're not going to be gaining 2 charges right away from Mole Man. We're not going to be gaining them faster from White Magneto. This is going to be Guardian on his own, seeing how this works. And also the taunt on the special 1. The taunts would also go a long way in draining their power, but that feels like cheating. So we're going to go like this instead. But let's try it. See that? So that drained his power. Let's try the taunt. That also gives us a lot of charges. See, the taunt does work though. We could parry that. We parried that. But we didn't get our charges. Maybe because of the infection. Point is, in general, for stuff... Okay, now we have 8 charges, so we can kind of blast away here. The infection prevented us from draining his power. So obviously, Warlock might not be the best example because of his infection. But as you can see, for any like all or nothing node, right? We're kind of controlling him really well here. We can get some more charges with the special 1. Put a taunt on. Why don't we go ahead and drain him again? And there's that infection. Okay, so the infection is reducing our offensive ability accuracy by 30%. So we had actually a lot of bad RNG there that prevented us from draining his power. But as you can see, when there isn't a node like, when there isn't an ability like the infection going on, it's a pretty nice ability to have. We're going to chance it again. Let's chance it again. Ready? Now we had 2 infections, so it was a minus 60% chance. And this taunt's going to make him throw it right away. Or will it? Let's see. Silly Warlock. Minus 60% chance? Of course not. You get the point, right? So that light attack ending combo is really, really nice when combined with the special 1 spam as well. That's going to keep like, all or nothing and stuff like that, knows where they're going to consistently be getting to their special 3. It's going to be nice to keep them away from that special 3. So that's definitely a really nice ability that you definitely do not need to be, duped for whatsoever. If I was duped in this fight, it wouldn't make much of a difference whatsoever. So obviously, Warlock's ability was kind of messing with our power drain ability, but just the fact that you can drain 20% of their max power, which is quite a bit of power overall. And the special 1 taunt as well gets around those type of nodes, and the special 1 taunt is very easy to get to. It's kind of a nice combination, I think. So up next, we're going to be jumping into this Deadpool in 6.4.1. And the reason being is because his health pool is very normal. He has around 230,000 health, okay? And this would be like if you want to take Guardian up in like your Cav event quest or something like that, or a side quest boss or anything like that, right? The type of health pool that you'll be finding is around this size, right? So again, this is Guardian on his own. Absolutely no synergies now. And that Mole Man synergy is really nice for just starting the fight a little bit, faster. Same thing for the White Magneto synergy as well. I like that one a lot for him. Basically, let's bait out the special 2 from Deadpool. Dude, the AI in this video is just killing me today. Okay, so now we're going to go special 1. We have 5 charges. We have 6 charges. And let's go for a special 2. See how much damage the special 2 does when we have 7 charges, okay? Come on, man, really? Let's see if it kills him. Pretty convincingly. So, essentially, the rotation of special 1, special 2 is going to be enough for most health pools that you're going to come across in day-to-day situations, right? For stuff like Alliance War, Alliance Quest, the health pools are like 100,000. So I feel like just getting to a special 2 with this guy in like 100,000 health pool scenarios with your 2 natural or 3 natural force fields is probably going to be enough to kill the opponent with a rank 3. So I'm not recommending you like go and rank 3 your Guardian for Alliance War unduped, because he loses a lot of his utility that you would like to have in Alliance War with the dupe. However, man, when it comes to damage though, he's not missing any of his damage on Duped, which is really nice. That's pretty much what this video is all about. So if you don't have a lot of tech champions, right, and you have a lot of tech catalysts and overflow, and you kind of like this guy, but everyone keeps telling you he has to be duped, he has to be Sig 200, and you're liking what you see in this video when it comes to damage, and you think that you might want to use him for some stuff, dude, I could see an argument for ranking up Guardian. I know people who have rank 3 unduped Guardian. I don't think I would do it myself personally, but I definitely see some value in it. Personally, what I love about him is his Sig ability. I love the energy resistance and everything else, and the bleed resistance makes him more suicide friendly. It makes him an option for, you know, biohazard and caltrops when you run coagulate mastery, which I always run 3 out of 3. So yeah, this guy's Sig ability is great, but as you can see, man, he does a lot unduped as well. A lot. Now, there's another really great thing that's in Guardian's kit that he does not need to be duped for. Now, you might be saying, whoa, he has an armor up buff, so he's going to be good for Havoc. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, that's not the only thing I'm going to be showing you here. It's not. The other thing here is look at the second thing in his entire ability list. Guardian can trigger the Parry mastery against non-contact attacks, right? So, Havoc runs at you with his medium attack, right? What usually happens there, you have to re-parry, right? But with Guardian, you get to parry all of those things. So check it out here, okay? Back up. And boom. Parry. Now this works against Iron Man Infinity War. This works against, I believe, Ebony Maw, right? I don't know if I'd want to use Guardian for Ebony Maw per se, but maybe you would, who knows? But as you can see, right? Pretty decent stuff. Now, obviously, another great thing is that, like I said, we are a decent Havoc counter here. And one big part of that, see how we perfect blocked all of that, and look at our power. So that's pretty cool. That's a really, really good special attack to do that with. So one downside though, one big downside, is that the special 2 will remove that, but we can get it back with the heavy attack. So I think what you might want to do before you go for the special 2 with him is maybe do a light ending combo to get rid of all of his stacks. Right? Would that work? I don't know. Maybe just don't go for the special 2 against Havoc. But regardless, right? The point of this showcase here was to show you how he can parry projectile-based basic attacks, which is really, really nice to have, okay? Now, another thing that I do want to show you right now is how his Sig ability kind of works in different scenarios. So check out this node right here, Shock 30, inflicts shock damage on the attacker, draining 100% health over 30 seconds. This ability has plus 100% flat ability accuracy. There's also Spectre, so a lingering ancestral curse reverses the effects of all healing abilities, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to go in here with a full health Guardian, and we're going to see how long he survives against this Ultron. With this Shock node and this, you know, Spectre node, we're going to be falling pretty fast, as you can see. Just see how we're falling? Yeah. We're falling fast for a few reasons. Because of Spectre and because of the Shock. So it didn't take very long at all to drop down below 50% health. But now we have this Guardian that happens to be Sig 200 over here. And we have plus 8,192 energy resistance and plus 80% bleed resistance. So let's take a look at how the Sig 200 Guardian handles this type of node. We're staying at 100%. We are not falling anywhere below 100%. At this point, the unduped Guardian was at 50% health. I also don't know if that Spectre node is working, by the way. Let me just throw that out there. I don't see Spectre, and I do see some healing. Ultron's going to be regenerating a lot of that, obviously, because of his Sig ability. So as you can see, pretty big difference between Unduped and Sig 200 for those sort of scenarios, right? You're essentially going to see the same kind of thing with nodes like Caltrops. As you can see, at Sig 200, this guy develops this sort of utility that allows him to take a lot more nodes and fights that he otherwise wouldn't be able to take, as you can see, right? So we're literally staying at 100% health when the Unduped version, the 6-star rank 3, was literally dropping to 0% health in seconds in both of those examples, right? So is Guardian worth ranking Unduped? That's the question. And the answer is, it depends. If you have a very deep roster, one similar to my size, I would say absolutely not. I don't need another damage dealer. I don't need another champion who can ramp up highly in long-form content like Labyrinth and then nuke them with the special too. It's not going to do anything new for me whatsoever. I don't need a Havoc counter. I don't need a power control guy. I don't need somebody with taunt. However, one thing that would be nice for me is all of that combined with that absurd energy resistance, bleed resistance, and even more block proficiency. That makes him a little bit more suicide friendly and makes him incredibly sustainable anywhere there's that nice energy damage we can heal from. That is going to benefit a roster of my size. However, a smaller roster, somebody who isn't even Cavalier yet, right, doesn't have any good tech champions to rank up, Guardian could do a lot for you. Going through Act 6 and Act 7 to build your roster, 1 or 2 special 2s before a special 2 to get through a fight, with some solid block proficiency on his own and some decent utility, I think Guardian could be good for players with smaller rosters because there's always that potential to awaken him and sig him up in the future as a long-term investment. So if you like Guardian and your roster isn't super large, I think an Unduped Guardian could be decent for your roster. However, if your roster is wide and deep and you have all of the things that Guardian brings to the table already, you probably don't have to bring up an Unduped Guardian. Now, if he was duped, Guardian is absolutely worth ranking up at a high sig. There's no doubt about it, but that's not what this video is about. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I love Guardian, he's one of my favorite champions, I want to rank him now, and I'm going to make the commitment to put a Awakening Gem into him when I complete Abyss. I'm going to put all the generic Sig Stones I have in my inventory and all the Tech Stones I have. Yeah, then I think it's okay to rank him up for now and then, you know, and make the rest of the investment later. But that's a personal decision on the way you want to run your account. What this video is to show you the footage of the Unduped Guardian, see how he performs on offense, okay? In both the situations where he would need the dupe and not need the dupe, and you can make the judgment call for yourself based on your account if you want to rank him or not. Alright, so anyway, my dudes, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do hope it helped some of you. If it did, drop your boy a big old like. Comment what you think about seeing Guardian at rank 3 Unduped in the comment section below. Would you rank yours Unduped? Have you ranked yours Unduped? Let me know if you agree or disagree, and I'll be seeing you around.